Hi there, Andrew Lessman here with this month's monthly special, which is acetyl L-carnitine. Acetyl L-carnitine is a molecule that many of us have heard about for probably two independent reasons, but very much connected reasons. Acetyl L-carnitine is often spoken about as being the single most important molecule one can contemplate supplementing for brain health and for brain function. Certainly in terms of supporting energy production in the brain. But also carnitine, the last of the acetyl L-carnitine. Carnitine is a molecule about which you discuss fat burning, or you can't avoid discussing fat burning because no fat burning can take place in the human body without carnitine to transfer those acyl groups to the site in the mitochondrion, the powerhouses of our cells. That's sort of the energy burning plants in each of our cells. Our trillions of cells have mitochondria, without which energy can't be produced. Fat burning, in terms of an energy source, requires carnitine. What's fascinating about this product as a monthly special, we're doing it now because for two reasons. We initially were looking at it to do in terms of brain health, in terms of mental function, cognitive function. But in the summer, we tend to be looking at weight loss once again. We refocus after, say, the beginning of the year because now all of a sudden we're concerned about swimsuit season, maybe wearing clothes that don't hide as much as the clothes that we might wear in the winter. So we become more concerned about how we look. Maybe the weather's better, we're going outside and exercising. So we want to benefit from that exercise in terms of fat burning metabolism. So carnitine is the key molecule in terms of fat-burning metabolism. For a number of years, a couple of decades in fact, we had a product called CarniSlim. It was liquid carnitine. It was significantly more expensive than the product we're talking about today. But back in the day, it was a tiny fraction of the cost of acetyl L-carnitine because acetyl L-carnitine was always extremely expensive. A couple of years ago, the price of acetyl L-carnitine plummeted, and that's when we decided to do a pure acetyl L-carnitine supplement. Prior to that, it was so expensive that even a 100 or 200 milligram acetyl L-carnitine would be more expensive than the 500 milligrams today. And in fact, the normal price of this product would have been about the price for 1/4 the supply of this product. And today, of course, with a monthly special, it's basically like a Today Special for a month. I think the large size is normally just under $100. Today, the 360 count, our large size, is about $49 for 500 milligrams of acetyl L-carnitine. What's wonderful about this product is whether you're interested in seeing the benefits, delivering the benefits to your brain, or whether you simply want to provide the most important molecule for fat-burning metabolism, it's carnitine. In fact, if you look at carnitine, the origin of the word, if you go back to the Latin roots, I think the word was sort of carnus, C-A-R-N-U-S. It's been a long time since I took Latin. But I think that means meat, M-E-A-T. So, and if you look at the sources of carnitine on a molecular basis, the foods that have by far the highest concentration of carnitine, it's red meat. I think with red meat, you're talking about maybe 30, 40, 50 milligrams of carnitine for a typical large serving of red meat. If you look at something like chicken, you're going to be down at just a few milligrams. So probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 5%, so significantly less. There aren't any great sources or even good sources of carnitine in the human diet unless you're eating an abundant supply of red meat. Also, the human body has the capacity to make carnitine. As we get older, if other challenges going on in our body, we produce less and less carnitine. Certainly, to the extent we don't really engage in fat-burning metabolism the way we ought to, our body is not producing an abundance of carnitine, which is why I've always thought, as part of a plan of watching our diet, as part of a plan of commencing exercise, what we're trying to do when we do those two things is to encourage our body to dig into its fat savings account and to make withdrawal, so to speak. In order to mobilize that fat and move it to the site where it's going to be beta oxidized, that's how we burn fat. So in order to move it to the site where it's going to be burned, we need carnitine. What's great today, pure carnitine that we had in the past, which isn't as well absorbed as acetyl L-carnitine, it was always the least expensive by far. Now, our acetyl L-carnitine is the most affordable way. I never dreamed of being able to offer carnitine, let alone acetyl L-carnitine at this kind of price. 500 milligrams. Again, I think we're talking about the 360 capsule supply is a little more than a dime a capsule, which I would have, again, never dreamed we'd be able to do that. And certainly acetyl L-carnitine, when we talk about our brain, first of all, what's unique about acetyl L-carnitine, it has the capacity to pass through the human blood-brain barrier. So it can deliver its incredible benefits directly to the brain. Acetylcholine, the most important neurotransmitter in our brain. Acetyl L-carnitine is a molecule that, by passing through the blood-brain barrier, facilitates the synthesis of acetyl L-carnitine, of acetylcholine. Acetyl L-carnitine supports that. So when we look at the role that carnitine plays in terms of fat metabolism and energy metabolism, and certainly when we look at our brain or we look at other tissues in our body that depend on burning fat for energy, our musculature in our body, we are looking at the highest concentrations of carnitine in the human body. The muscles, the brain, the heart, the highest concentrations, the liver, the highest concentrations of carnitine in the human body. And it underscores the importance of carnitine. And so acetyl L-carnitine is the most bioavailable, it is the most efficient and effective source for carnitine. It also independently delivers other benefits to the brain. So when you look at molecules in terms of supporting the health of our brain, there's all sorts of molecules we could look at, whether it's ginkgo biloba. These are things that actually, molecules or botanicals that work on our brain. Acetyl L-carnitine actually works in your brain. It doesn't work on your brain. It works in your brain because it's a vital molecule that's essential for supporting the functions of our brain, the healthy functions of our brain, certainly as we age. So what's exciting to me about this ingredient, beyond the benefits in terms of supporting or promoting healthy fat-burning metabolism, if we're making those right decisions to support fat-burning metabolism, the most exciting thing about this is its newfound affordability. That in the past, carnitine was something that was very expensive, and acetyl L-carnitine even more expensive. Today, just the opposite. So now the best form of carnitine, being acetyl L-carnitine, is our most affordable form of carnitine. Whether you want to enjoy the benefits of this because you've made changes in your diet, which are supporting your attempts to encourage fat-burning metabolism, or exercise, again, encouraging fat-burning metabolism. Acetyl L-carnitine is a smart decision to support that investment you're making in those activities, in those compromises. Diets aren't necessarily easy. Acetyl L-carnitine supports those benefits. So whether you're seeking to support fat-burning metabolism, whether you want to or not, whether you like it or not, you're getting benefits in terms of its supporting the healthy function of your brain, or whether you're taking this for supporting your brain and all the great research in terms of carnitine, acetyl L-carnitine, and its role in the brain, you're also getting healthy support for fat-burning metabolism in your body. So whichever way, it's the way it works when you're talking about these wonderful natural constituents in our body. These are not drugs or medicines that work on your body. These are actual ingredients that play an essential role within your body. Again, all fat-burning metabolism doesn't take place or can't take place without carnitine to transfer those acyl groups. So carnitine's role also plays a role in detoxifying the cell and mitochondria after that transfer takes place. So again, it plays an indispensable role in fat-burning metabolism and plays an essential role in terms of supporting energy metabolism and the creation of the most important neurotransmitter in the brain, acetylcholine. So whichever your choice, it's basically a Today Special for the entire month of June. So enjoy.